You guys ready for this? Oh my god, we got March Madness live stream. I got my notebook, watching a little bit of basketball here. I can't show the screen because I don't know what the copyright laws are for it. So I don't think I'm allowed to show any of the March Madness, but I'm watching the games, and these are pretty good games. What we're seeing, man, the Gators. So the Florida Gators are tied up right now with the Maryland Terrapins. Now look, Maryland's a solid team. They really are. Florida is better, but honestly, in games like this, man, I mean, they look evenly matched, but supposedly Florida has a player who's injured at the moment. So that's definitely no good. I think a couple players actually. There are some of their bigger guys too. So you don't want your big men to get totally screwed over. It's never good. But it's a good game so far. Good game. I got the phone on the charger, so that way, just in case the we got two. It's gonna drain battery pretty quickly. There's a lot less power on this charging block than I thought. That's okay though. Let's use up whatever juice is on here, and then I'll charge it back up. This is a good game, you guys. Good game. Oh shit. All right, 35-34. Holy shit, man. It's the good shit. Good shit right here. Don't have any popcorn at the moment. Don't have any food I'm eating particularly, but it's a good game. Good game. Might as well chill out for a bit. Oh, get a little action going here. Trying to write a little bit more, doing a little more writing. I think it's a smart thing to do. Coming up with a few ideas. But man, this is actually a pretty good game. I don't know. Florida just seems like a longer team overall as far as length. Hello, hope you're having a good day. This is PG Rivi. Ismail says hello. Hello, Ismail. Ismail, what you doing? Dummy Rubix. I'm watching college basketball right now, and Maryland is down by 2. It's 38-40. Honestly, been some good games. We're in the Sweet 16 right now. Another bout of games should be happening tomorrow. And then once those games are concluded, I believe that over the weekend is when we're going to see I think we're going to see the Elite Eight matchups over the weekend, I believe. At least I hope. But yeah, this is a good game. We're at halftime right now. Really close game, man. Trailing by 2, dude. Florida just seems to have like longer dudes, more talented dudes. I think this matchup seems to be in Florida's hands. Let's see. Fire and save matches. Fire and save matches. Hell yeah. Hey there, brother. How's it going? This is Justin. I'm doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. Just kind of jotting down some notes, trying to. I'm trying to come up with a few programs for GarzaMedias.com. While watching basketball. Basketball serves as an inspiration for me in a lot of ways. So whenever I can watch basketball, I can kind of feels like I can center my mind. So whenever there's like a college tournament like the NCAA playoffs. These tournaments are great. But yeah, overall, I mean, what we're seeing is this is a close game. I think Maryland actually has a shot about. I mean, most of these teams have a good shot of beating each other, especially if they're kind of close in the seeding. But Maryland actually is keeping up with Florida, which is surprising. Let's see. Hey there, brother. Okay, so Mark says, want to bet? No, I don't feel like betting. If you want to give me a super chat, though, out of the kindness of your heart, more than happy to accept super chats, though, for sure. But can't sleep because of gambling debts. No, actually, I don't even gamble. Well, I gamble a little bit, actually. I take that back, but very small amounts. Oh, I do got a pop in my neck. But yeah, I've been trying to come up with like more ideas for the Garza Media's website, and came up with a to-do list. It's really basic. There's nothing extravagant about it, to be honest. It's a very boring program. But oh man, I just gotta stop fucking yawning. I will admit though, I really do love using WordPress, um, just because it allows me to. Honestly, you can create your own apps just through the plugin structure alone. I mean, you don't really even have to do anything crazy. You just gotta, know some of the functions within WordPress, and then just, upload your files to the plugins directory. You have to create your own folder, of course, obviously. But after you create the folder and the plugins in there, then you just have to go in and activate it in the WordPress framework, which is really nice. It makes life a lot easier. Uh, The only thing I need to know whenever I'm doing like WordPress plugins. Sorry about that. I thought I heard something outside. Now, the only thing I need to know when I'm doing WordPress plugins is what is it? Sorry, I just got distracted. So, heard like a car alarm go off and freaked me the fuck out. Yeah, so all you really need to know is just like the programming language, PHP. I know that server side language is really nice, and then it is cool because you could use some JavaScript to make the buttons look really good. So I'm really just using like jQuery and stuff, and very basic things. But yeah, if you combine PHP with a little bit of JavaScript and some CSS, you can make just about anything. And the cool thing is, WordPress as a content management system gives you the framework to really build something within it. So I can honestly build an app at any time. It's not hard. And then you can enable the app that you make in the form of a short code, which is even crazier. So people don't always realize that you can you can enable your program just by shortcode. It's crazy. So no, there's a lot of benefits though. It's fun to make programs, and they're really just simple scripts. They're not like super advanced programs overall, but pretty good. Whippy Drippy says underrated streamer. This guy's super underrated. Whatever you talking about? Oh, so I'm talking about like I'm just developing little simple web apps in WordPress. So I'm just basically just making my own plugins that I install into my own WordPress website. So if you go to garzamedias.com, it is using the WordPress framework as the content management system, and then what I do is I will develop plugins specifically for it that can be ran that can be ran specifically in WordPress, which is really cool. And all I have to do is after I'm done creating the program, um, actually, you know what's funny? I realized I could actually test uh, on my own computer a lot of the programs I'm running on the WordPress framework just by installing WordPress on like a little mini PHP server. I have to remember to do that. Hold on. XAMP, I think, was one of them. Was it XAMP? It's either XAMP or something. I'll have to look it up. It's like you can install like PHP, SQL. I think all the other frameworks, even like stuff, like you can basically set up a mini web server on your computer and be able to kind of develop that way, which is kind of fun. So it allows me to check a lot of different to test a lot of stuff. Josh says, "What, bro? How are you not famous, bro? You're so chill." Um, I don't know. I think the reason I'm not famous is because I do say a lot of things that make me unlikable. You know, I have a lot of opinions that make me fairly unlikable. I'm not always chill. Sometimes I go off the rails on my streams. I think I'm just a little too transparent, so I think people don't really like levels of transparency that I exude. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun to stream. I enjoy talking about random things. It's halftime right now, so I'm kind of just talking about whatever I want. But these games are incredible, man. These games are incredible. But feeling it. Oh, feeling it. I need to get my jump shot back. Gotta play some basketball later. They're playing some good defense, though. I'm watching some of the replays here, and yeah, Maryland is playing excellent defense on Florida right now. This is a good game. Whippy Drippy says, "For real, for real." But yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know, maybe one day I'll be famous, but yeah, I try to keep the stream, I guess you could say, down to earth, but it's really, just down to wherever I'm at. I do have a bit of a vision. I really do enjoy developing programs, and I've been trying to come up with more basic programs that could be utilized on the website for free. Trying to make sure that they're useful apps, though, because all I got on there is a YouTube keyword generator, which works. It gets the job done. It generates you 10. It wouldn't even say keyword. It's more like a YouTube tag generator, which it's functional, by the way. But I don't know. I wouldn't always recommend it, though, for everybody, because it's not like it uses like kind of a trend website, and then it takes the data, extracts it, puts it into a 10 separate keywords separated by colons, which is really cool. But that's one program I got on the website. But it's a fun program. It's like I said, very basic. There's nothing extraordinary about it. Just pulling data from one section and then extracting and manipulating the data a little bit, and just kind of doing what you can. I need to start making more like pattern recognition programs, though. That's what I need to do. But for right now, I'm trying to kind of tailor more software that surrounds like trying to create a product that's useful, a software product or a software service. So we could look at the software as just a product, which on its own could be, a lot of the stuff I have on my website is software as a service. So it's that SaaS model, because a lot of it you can't access on your own computer. It has to be accessed right from the Garza Media's website. And while that's nice, while that's kind of cool, it's also a little inconvenient for people who want to use some of the tools offline, or just have the software on their computer to be able to use. But the software's so basic that, to be honest, you don't really need any of it to be offline. It's all accessed right from the website. So, and the thing is, we live in the day and age where everybody's got internet connection, so it's like people aren't really missing out on too much. So. Let's see. Josh says, "I don't know, bro. I think you'll make it far being chill like there's no chill streamer anymore. They all act crazy. Yeah, the thing is, like, the thing about the crazy streamers is they tend to get more attention because when somebody sees a train wreck and something crazy, they can't turn away. So the psychology is there for people just to keep watching, you know, and they don't want to look away. So in that sense, I kind of get it. I kind of get why the crazy streamers are famous, and guys like me who, even when I do go crazy, it's not to the end of the world. I say crazy things, but I don't really. I do want to do crazier things on this show, though. I want to kind of step it up. I want to step it up a notch, but yeah, Lippy Drippy says I think I'm the only viewer right now. Typo, never mind. Yeah, but yeah, back to what Josh was saying. You know, I think most streamers. I mean, I probably should act a little crazier. Why not? That would get me a few more viewers. It would probably work out in my favor, knowing the type of world we live in today. Yeah, it's crazy. But let's see. You shouldn't. You should be an app developer. Not gonna lie, or you could teach people how to do it. See, I don't think I'm. Here's the thing. I'm a great investor, but I'm a very mediocre software developer. I know how to software develop. I know how to, you know, work my way through different languages. You know, understand how the basic framework of a programming language works. And like, for instance, PHP is an interpreted language, and for example, like C++ is a compiled language, which I'm brushing up, by the way. I'm a C++ a little bit. I decided to pick up. Actually, found that at the library. That's a gold mine of information right there. It's the object-oriented C++ one by Robert LaForge. Is it Forge? LaFour. But it's a classic one. It's a good read. If you're looking to understand the concepts of object-oriented programming, definitely pick up a book like that. It's just called Object-Oriented Programming C++ by Robert LaFour. This one's actually an older one. I think that they have a higher edition, but mine's the 4th edition. I think they're probably all the way up to like the 7th or 8th edition of the book, because this version of the book was made like in, I think, like 2006. So it's kind of a little dated, but honestly, the principles of C++ still remain the same. Yeah, it's still going on. Oh. Let's see. Whippy Drippy says, I'm learning how to develop an app right now. Hey, that's awesome, man. Hey, app development's fun. You know, I have Android Studio on my computer, and it's fun. I actually do. I'm gonna kind of center myself a little bit. I'm just kind of sit away from the computer screen. Yeah. Oh, hold on. My battery. Give me a second, folks. I might even stand up here in just a few. That should work. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of better view, a little more centered. I feel like I'm right under the light though. And also the window was kind of, even though it's a little overcast, I don't feel like staring outside while the sun's out. But yeah, Whippy Drippy says, I'm learning how to develop an app right now. Let's see. That's cool, man. I support that. I think, you know, learning app development's a good thing. You know, they say that AI is going to replace human beings as software developers, and that's probably true. I will say this, though. There's still the need for creativity to create something out of nothing, and I feel that AI still kind of lacks the ability to create something out of nothing. While it's good, because the creativity is not just creating something out of nothing. It's typically taking one or two or more ideas and combining them together, creating a very unique product. And not just combining, maybe taking elements, but you know how creativity works. But even though AI has exhibited the ability to be creative, I don't think that it can ever truly be as imaginative as a human being. I feel like there are things that the human imagination can do that AI itself cannot necessarily replicate. So, can can we still use AI to come up with really incredible medical advancements? Absolutely. I say we use AI. If AI cures cancer, like if they use AI to try to cure cancer, I'm stoked. I think that's great because then my mom, won't have to deal with all these terrible. I mean, I'm thankful these cancer treatments exist, but some of them probably take their toll. Well, they do take their toll on her. Um, I don't know. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting a little out of it. Um, but yeah, I think AI's got its place. But yeah, keep. I went off on a tangent, but what I'm trying to say is, that don't be discouraged just because AI is out there. You can create really cool, unique apps. I mean, you're probably much more imaginative than I am. I mean, I don't know. I think everybody has an imagination, but some people have more of it than others. So you possibly, I may not know you, but I'd like to say that since you ask good questions, you probably have a very inquisitive mind. You probably want to, learn a little bit more. I'm not the best person to learn from when it comes to software development. I enjoy it as a hobby. And I do enjoy running my garzamedias.com website, which I'm trying to use as kind of a gateway to get to all my other social medias and stuff. Let's see. Josh says my brother is kind of smart with website. Oh yeah, and design. Tried it, but it was hard to learn. You know, there is a technical aspect for sure. Um, if there's one thing I recommend if you want to learn on the go, it's good to like kind of maybe read a couple books on it. Try to get a feel for it, really get into that world, get an understanding for it, watch a few videos, try to understand a few concepts, and then what you could do is, get a notebook like this and get just any notebook really. It doesn't. It could be a small notebook, a big notebook, whatever you want it to be, and then just start coming up with a design. Like start if you wanted to develop an app, start writing out the qualities of what that app would be like. What would the app do? What sort of effects would be there? Like, what would be the purpose of it? What would go into the mechanics of that app? You don't even have to program the app right then and there. You just have to kind of make a blueprint. And then once you have a blueprint for what you're trying to design, that's when you start programming the whatever you're trying to program based on the blueprint that you noted out here. It all starts with an idea in a notebook, usually. I'm really a big fan of writing my ideas out first, writing my programs, at least writing the concept of the program first, and then kind of taking that concept and starting to build around that blueprint I make. So it's really my way of doing things, and it's fun. I just enjoy software development so much, and I can't help myself. It really is fun, and I like to encourage people to do it if it's something that they're interested in. Is it difficult? Yes. I think the one thing that is frustrating is trying to learn new frameworks if you have to go into a framework of some kind. Um, but usually there's nothing too crazy that you have to learn, and I love it. Sorry about that, you guys. I tend to go off on a little bit of a tangent, so I appreciate you all sticking by. By the way, make sure that you guys. I'm gonna write this out here. I'm gonna show you guys my drawing skills. Hold on. Let's see. Boom. Oh no, let's just see here. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh yeah. It's gonna be a terrible draw. I'm not a very good artist. Like. Oh my god. Like and get ready for it. Give me a second, you guys. I'm drawing it out. I'm drawing it out. If you're lucky, you might get to see a drawing of a penis. Hold on. You guys think it'll be a drawing of a penis? I don't know. Hmm. One moment. We're almost there. I'm going to draw you guys like one of my French girls. I'm going to do that way. Try it that way. All right, people. Ready for this? You gotta like. You guys gotta like. And you gotta subscribe. Oh, damn it. Is that mirroring it? Wait. I wonder how it shows up. Does it show up right? Does it show up good? Does it show up like and subscribe, baby? Yeah, like and subscribe. Yeah, you gotta like. This is art. This is art, you guys. You guys gotta like the video and subscribe to the channel. Boom, 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 boom. It's not the best in the world, but this is very bad drawing. This is a very bad drawing, by the way. I'm a shitty artist. I can't draw for shit. Also, I don't write. I've been trying to write more. I mean, I do write a little bit, but I've been trying to get in the habit of writing every day. Just even if it's gobbledygook, it doesn't really matter. Oh, the game is back on. I'm watching the game while I'm waiting for you guys to comment. But Josh says, honestly, yeah, it's a good drawing. No, it's not a very good drawing, I know. Don't worry. I'm very aware of how bad my art is. But you guys gotta like. You guys gotta like and simp. I spelled simp scribe, not subscribe. You guys gotta simp. You guys gotta be simps. You guys gotta like and simp scribe. Oh, I could do a green screen? Hell yeah. My brony brothers. How you guys doing? You guys got simp. Not enough pimps, too many simps. So Whippy Drippy says thumbs up. But yeah, overall, when it comes down to just any sort of app development, any sort of programming, I think you should be what I like to call language versatile. You should try to learn whatever languages you can. as long as they're relevant in today's age. Now, people say that C++ is a dying language, but not really. I think it's honestly one of the better languages out there. There's still several libraries that are made for C++, so if anybody doubts C++, they need to go F themselves. But yeah, definitely a huge fan. I can't help it. I think the only disappointing thing about C++ that I could say is that it's not very cross-platform. I will say, I think if I remember right, Python, for instance, is a cross-platform programming language. I don't use Python that much, to be honest. I pretty much just use like C++, PHP. A lot of the stuff I develop is really just kind of browser-based applications, stuff that people can use right from the browser. And there's really not a lot of craziness that goes into it. A lot of my stuff is very basic. But I really should try to make more advanced programs. One time I did build my own content management system, but it was very weak. I had like the login authentication part and stuff like that. I was able to figure all that stuff out. But yeah. If you guys get bored, I'm gonna have to link you guys. Maybe not now, but I'm gonna link on the website here pretty soon. In the app section, the to-do list. I have like a very mini to-do list where you can. It's temporary, by the way. So once you leave the page, all the to-do list to-do list you created is gone once you leave the page. But I will say it is kind of nice to have on there. It's nice to have on the website in general. There's really not a lot of. I don't know. It's not very advanced. Well, I think it's cool. I'm trying to think of an interesting, unique concept I can come up with that would allow the program to be a little more usable. That's what I think. Hopefully. You guys gonna like the video though. Subscribe to the channel, but this looks like a good game so far. Let me take a look at the score. 42-46. Wow. So Florida is the #1 seed for a reason. They got here for a very good reason, but if some of their players are injured, I don't know. I haven't really looked at the updates, but honestly, they're playing really well right now, and they're coming out pretty hot in the second half. I don't know if Maryland can necessarily keep up, and if I recall, I think Maryland almost was so close to losing against Colorado State. That would have been insane. Maryland seems to be living and dying by the 3-ball. It's dangerous stuff right there. Holy shit, man. You can't do that. The momentum in these games, man, I swear they change in a heartbeat. I guess I'll put out a poll. Hold on, I got to look up something real quick. So I believe, what was it, Duke? So who wins? So I think it's either going to be Duke, Florida. There's a few. Yeah, so I think Duke or Florida. I think who wins it all? All right. Okay. All right. Super chats for March Madness. Who wins it all? Florida or Duke? Now it depends. Florida still has to make it out of this game, and they're honestly kind of struggling. They were in the first half kind of struggling against Maryland. I mean, it was even though it was pretty even ball game right there. But I felt like Florida should have been up ahead. They're the higher seed. They are a more talented team, but I think they're having a little bit of trouble with a little bit of injuries. So that could be a factor that it's probably a factor I didn't completely weigh into. But make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel, please. Oh my god. Yes, yes, yes. Going through some pages real quick. Oh, but yeah, kind of looking over this game a little bit. But I'm also that's kind of my study time at the moment. So I'm kind of watching the game. I decided, well, I was like, fuck it. If I study, I might as well study in front of the camera, you know? Study along with you guys. But yeah, I do need to come up with a new app for the website. And what's great though is I can deploy these apps whenever I need to, right? That's the best part about this. And I can test them out in any way that I really want, you know, and it's just so much fun. Makes life a lot easier too. But yeah, trying to program some of these plugins and trying to figure out kind of how to test them out and stuff. That can also be a bit of a pain. It's interesting, man. Who knows what the website will become. Maybe it'll become an entire dumping ground of various crazy apps that I come up with. Which would be kind of cool. I was thinking about something that came up to me in my mind. I was thinking about like, you know how a lot of what's the word? A lot of websites and stuff have databases, obviously, to store user data or other various data. A database is essential for any sort of content management system. But wouldn't it be interesting, and I'm sure that somebody's already thought of this and I just may not be aware of it, but it would be interesting to create a content management system that revolves around not having the users in a database, but maybe just in simple files. Which honestly, that's unsecure. By the way, that's a stupid idea on my part because there's no security in plain files. So that idea kind of goes out the window. But if we're talking about like raw data that it doesn't need to be encrypted, then honestly, you could just save all of it as text files, have it all be written as text files, which might be it's the future. And then just have a complex naming structure for each file that's created through the program. I'll have to come up with that idea. I don't know. It's probably a bad idea. It seems like a good idea at the first. And there's a lot of bad ideas that can come out of my mind. But then sometimes a good idea will happen and I'm like, okay, let's roll with it. Like, for instance, I thought of an idea called Brony Town. Brony Town, which is a play off of Pony Town. And you get to play as a brony. So that's kind of a cool concept. Not really. It's not a good concept at all. Let me check my phone out real quick. Good. All right. It's time. All right. Battery's looking good. Definitely pulling a lot of battery power. Let's see. Oh no, this is almost out of juice. My I got one of those little battery. What do you call those? Battery packs, and I like using them to charge my phone every once in a while. My phone battery is almost dead. Not my phone battery, but my battery pack is almost dead at the moment. I charge that here very soon. Oh, I'm tired as hell. It's been kind of raining like crazy. I'm gonna, after I'm done live streaming with you guys, which will probably be in like 20 minutes or so, I'm gonna probably get a few things done around the house, kind of minimize. I might even take you guys with me, show you guys what I need to clean up in my household. Give you guys a better idea. You guys get to see all my dildos. No. Do you guys want to see my dildos? No, just kidding. Nobody wants to see that shit. But yeah, overall, wait, what's the score? Hold on. Okay, actually, it's still pretty close. 49 to 55. Wow. This is closer than I expected. Holy shit. Very, very close. But yeah, just a few different app diagrams. App power. Here we go. And, you know, like I said, not everything, every web app that I come up with is going to be programmed with like JavaScript and you know, PHP most likely. So JavaScript, really PHP is going to be done for like the more server side shit. So PHP for the background, server side, and then JavaScript more for the foreground. But I do kind of want to learn a little bit more about server side Java stuff, so I might actually do a full app in WordPress as a WordPress plugin, which would be kind of cool. Instead of using PHP for the server side, I could use JavaScript for the server side. That'd be neat. It goes right to the rack, man. Right to the rack, yeah. But yeah, it's fun. I love creating programs that anybody can use at any time. I still need to create the dividend safety score calculator, though. And what that is the whole idea is that you plug in, and I need an API that I can get a hold of that's free. I'm gonna have to look up a free API that allows me to like look at stock information. I don't think Yahoo Finance has a free API, sadly. But I was gonna say maybe I could find an API that. I wonder. It would be fun to create like a PHP one though. It doesn't have to be like anything fancy. It just needs to be like like a form that you enter your the symbol that you want to look up, and then after that you just kind of once you type in the symbol, I'm sorry, I can't think today. But yeah, once you type in the symbol, it'll use the API to pull the data, the necessary data that's needed to calculate the dividend safety score. And it would be fun to have something that kind of calculates the dividend safety score of a stock. But yeah, I really should actually create a dividend safety score calculator. Hold on. It'll be tough. It'll be tough. And I don't know how I'm going to do it specifically, though. Ooh. Florida is really doing a bit of a number. In fact, I think they're up by 10. Jesus. Florida's. Yeah, I think Florida's going to win this one, man. I think I will say if Florida actually lost this would destroy a lot of people's brackets because for instance, I put Duke as the winner of the entire tournament, but there's like seven or six different people in the group that I'm in. Yeah, I think 7 people picked Florida to win the championship. Honestly, I don't know how you could pick Florida when Florida's actually kind of struggling to play against Maryland. Maryland was struggling against a 12 seed, for God's sakes. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It just depends. Can Florida's players remain healthy? I think that's a big deal. Can they do it? I don't know. We're about to find out. You gotta do it, man. Gotta do it. 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 I could do some bat flips for you guys. You want me to do some bat flips? But yeah, I think overall, let's see. So dividend safety score calculator is one app concept. I don't know. I think it's good to have something that can automatically calculate something's dividend safety score just based on using live. And it's not an exact science. There's a few different theories on what constitutes a safe dividend stock. You know, for instance, how many consecutive payouts have they made for dividends to their shareholders? how many. I'm trying to think real quick. Sorry about that, you guys. So like dividend consistency matters, but like, have they had consistent cash flow throughout the time of their existence as a company? Like, as long as they care about creating good products and have a wide product pipeline, I'm even okay if they have fluctuating quarters for their earnings. I think it doesn't matter. That's my philosophy on it, at least. But I've got several investment philosophies that kind of span the test of time. Man, I love investing so much. It's so much fun. I also love the fact that I can save my assets. Save your assets, not your money, that sort of thing. Save your assets. Huh. You know, I wonder, I could probably make a cool game using, I mean, JavaScript is so much more modern these days, along with like HTML5. Could probably create some pretty cool web app games that could be played right from a phone browser. I just, eventually I would like to develop a full out app that can be used offline that has all sorts of cool functionality and all that good stuff. It's good shit. But yeah, dividend safety score calculator is a big deal. It's a big deal. Need that dividend safety score, man. You got to calculate that shit. What time it is? 6:17. Hell yeah. Mm. Good game so far, though. Holy shit. Maryland, dude, their big man. I don't know their big dude's name, but he is huge. All they have to do is keep dishing it to him down low, and he can just dunk on everybody. Just have him clog the paint. Or actually, they have defensive three in the key, I think, in college ball. One thing I do like is that here's the thing. I think zone defense is very underrated. Is a very underrated defensive structure. It's I don't know. It's often overlooked. I'm watching these defensive formations, and there's nothing better than zone defense, you guys. I'm all about zone. I say, here's the thing. I love a good 2-3 zone, and two guys on the perimeter, three guys kind of protecting the key area. The pattern of the zone can be debated. The pattern of the internal zone. Good game, my guys. Holy shit. But yeah, I think dividend safety score calculator. Um, trying to think of some other ones, and what would be some other good ones I could do. So tired right now. Oh my god. Man, this is a good game. This is seriously a good game. Holy fuck. But yeah, if Florida loses this game, there will be several broken brackets. It's getting entertaining. Yeah, so far in the little league that I got, I'm like second place out of like 20 people. So my bracket is looking very sexy. All I had to do is look up some analytics for each of the matchups and kind of get a gauge on what I'm looking at. I will say another reason why it's fun to develop like PHP based applications in in WordPress, which I think is another thing that people don't talk about enough, is that when you're developing a PHP based application, you don't have to focus on the stylization of anything around you. For instance, since the app is going to be on an already stylized blog, or a website managed by WordPress, there's really you don't have to worry about the theme of the app. You just have to worry about making sure that it works, making sure that at least the interface is clean. Clean interface is always a good thing. By the way, I think a good, clean-looking interface matters. The front end of the app matters just as much as the back end. You want an app that looks usable, feels usable, and just works. That's a big deal. So, but yeah, dividend safety score calculator. Like I said, I've been mentioning that a million times in this fucking stream. It's the way to go. It would be a fun project to try. As far as determining the overall score based on the data, I mean, all that really matters is I need an API that will allow me to access like market financial data. And then if I can get the most recent information or some sort, it doesn't need to be the most recent. It just needs to be general information about the company and its history. If it has a history of consecutive payouts, if it, if it's got a good financial statement, that sort of thing. So I think looking at very specific numbers, like, kind of like what is book's value. There's a lot of things that go into it. So you can't just figure a dividend safety score by the most recent quarterly report. Um, sometimes looking at the last annual financial statements can be a big deal. Um, man, I'm exhausted. But yeah, detailing all that stuff can be really interesting, though. Really, really interesting. Um, it can be very fun, though. Very addicting. Very addicting. But yeah, dividend safety score calculator. That's been one of the big ones that I really wanted on the website for a while, and I feel like it would fit with the show. It would be something I could promote on the YouTube channel frequently. Something I'd really enjoy to promote too. Uh, yeah, but having a fully functional dividend safety score calculator would be out of this world, and having an API that I could connect to that pulls financial data would be even crazier. Actually, I'm gonna note that down. Look up free API that allows me to look up and gather financial data from any company I choose. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I had to note that down real quick. Tired boy here. Damn, dude, Florida, one of their players just got left wide open, easy layup. I'm sorry, that defense can. Oh, that's bad defense, man. Here's the thing, man. Maryland's getting tired. They don't have the stamina to keep up with Florida. Florida's a more active team, and they're clearly killing it. But I will admit, what's the score? Oh, geez, I think it's getting blowout territory here. Let me see. Oh my goodness. So it was pretty much tied in the first half. It is now 74 to 57. Florida is well ahead. Maryland, if Maryland wants to mount a comeback, they got to start doing it now. There's like 8 minutes left in this game. But honestly, Florida's just way better. They're just the better team in this instance. good. Very good game. Just good game, you guys. Good game. Oh, yeah. All right, you guys, I'm going to do bat flips. Do bat flips here. All right, we're doing the bat flips, everybody. Woo. All right. I think we can unplug this now. All right. Here we go. Get the bat flip challenge. Here we go. All right, here we go. Got my swing back. Get it. Make sure you guys give me super chats and give me likes. Like and subscribe, baby. Oh. Boom. Now we're doing the bat flips. Here we go. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Eight, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Oh! All right, I got to 22. Here we go. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 22, 23. Yeah, 23. All right, we're at 23 here. Yeah, Florida basically won this game. This game is over. Yeah, this game is over. It's over. Whew. Not feeling it. All right, I'll do one more bat flip thing. Hold on. Eighteen, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 25. Here we go. 26. 27. 28. 29. 30. 31. 32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40. 41. 42. 43. 44. 45. 46. 47. 48. 49. 50. 51. 52. 53. 54. 55. 56. 57. 58. 59. 60. 61. 62. 63. 67. 68. 69. 70. 71. 72. 73. 74. 75. 76. 77. 78. 79. 80. 81. 82. 83. 84. 85. 86. 87. 88. 89. 90. 91. 92. 93. 94. 95. 96. 97. 98. 99. 100. Okay, we got 100 so far. Here we go. We got the 100 so far. Let's see how far. 100 with no mistakes so far. Got this. All right. 101, 102, 103, 104. 109, 100. 11. That's 111, okay. 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123. 124, 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, 130, 131, 132, 133, 134, 135, 136, 137, 138, 139, 140, 141, 142. 143, 144, 145, 146, 147, 148, 149, 150, 151, 152, 153. 153. Holy shit. 154, 155, 156, 157, 158, 159. 160, 161, 162, 163, 164, 165, 166, 167, 168, 169, 170, 171, 172, 173, 174, 175, 176, 177, 178, 179, 180. All right. We're at 180 so far. We're killing it. We need to be simps. If we want to be pimps, we gotta be simps. 180. 181, 182, 183, 184, 185, 186, 187, 188, 189, 190, 191, 192, 193, 195, 195, 196, 197, 198, 99, 200. All right, we're at 200, folks. How far can we go? We're at 200. 200. Let's go. $201, $202, $203, $204, $205, $206, $207, $208, $209, $210, $211, $212, $213, $214, $215, $216, $217. $218, $219, $220, $221, $222, $223, $224, $225, $226, $227, $228, $229, $30, $31, $32, $33, $34, $35, $36, $37, $38, $39, $40, $41, $42, $43, $44, $45, $46, $47, $48, $49, $50, $51, $52, $53, $54, $55, $56, $57, $58, $59, $60, $61, $62, $63, $64, $65, $66, $67, $68, $69, $70, $71, $72, $73, $74, $75, $76, $77, $78, $79, $80, $81, $82, $83, $84, $85, $86, $87, $88, $89, $90, $91, $92, $93, $94, $95, $96, $97, $98, $99, $100, $101, $102, $103, $104, $105, $106, $107, $108, $109, $110, $111, $112, $113, $114, $115, $116, $117, $118, $119, $120, $121, $122, $123, $124, $125, $126, $127, $128, $129, $130, $1 222, 223, 224, 225, 226, 227, 229, 230, 231, 232, 233, 234, 235, 236, 237, 238, 239, 240, 241, 242, 243, 244. We are at 244 right now. 244 bat flips. 244. Here we go. Right. 245, 246, 247, 248, 249, 250. 251. All right. 252, 253, 254, 255, 256, 257, 258, 259, 260, 261, 262, 263, 264, 265, 266, 267, 268, 269, 270. We're at 270, folks. 270. We're at 270 right now. 270 backflips. Here we go. 271. 272. 273. 274. 275. 276. 277. 278. 279. 280. 281. 282. 283. 284, 285, 286, 287, 288, 289, 290, 291, 292, 293, 294, 295, 296, 297, 298, 299, 300. All right, we're at 300, folks. 300 bat flips, dude. You just witnessed it so far. My record's like 356, 370 actually. So I'm at 300 right now. Let's see if we can break it here. $301, $302, $303, $304, $305, $306, $307, $308, $309, $310, $311, $312, $313, $314, $315, $316, $317, $318, $319, $320, $321, $322, $323, $324, $325, $326, $327, $328, $329, $330, $331, $332, $333, $334, $335, $336. We are at 336 right now. This is getting out of hand, getting insane. 336. $336. $337, $338, $339, $340, $341, $342, $343, $344. Here we go. Can I do this? $345, $346, $347, $348, $349, $350, $351, $352, $353, $354, $355, $356. We're at 356. I'm almost at my record. 356 bat flips right now. 356. $357, $358, $359, $360, $361, $362, $363, $364, $365, $366, $367, $368, $369, $370, $371, $372, $373, $374, $375, $376, $377, $378, $379, $380, $381, $382, $383. We're at 383 right now. Here we go. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 390, 391, 392, 393, 394, 395, 396, 397, 398, 399, 400. Just got 400. Holy shit. 400 bat flips. I'm not done yet. I haven't dropped it yet. 400. Almost a half of that. So we're at 400 right now, man. I didn't think I could do it, to be honest. I was focused. But I'm at 400 right now. Haven't dropped it yet. 400 bat flips in a fucking row. Can you tell me how awesome that is? Tell me, please. All right. Let's keep going, though. Let's keep going. See how much you got left in the tank. 400. 401. 402. 403. 405. 406. 407. 408. 409. 410. 411. 412. 413. 414. 415. 416, 417, 418, 419, 420, 421, 422, 423, 424, 425, 426, 427, 428, 429. 430, 431, 432, 433, 434, 435, 436, 437, 438, 439, 440, 441, 442, 443, 444, 445, 446, 447, 448, 449, 450. All right, we're at 450. 450. Boom. $451, $452, $453, $454, $455, $456, $457, $458, $459, $460, $461, $462, $463, $464, $465, $466, $467, $468, $469, $470, $471, $472, $473, $474, $475, $476, $477, $478. 478 in a row, no drops. Not yet, at least. 478. 479. 480. 41. 42. 43. 44. 45. 46. 47. 488. 489. 490. 490. 491. 492. 493. 494. 495. 496. 497. 498. 499. 500. Just hit the 500 mark. 500 bat flips in a row. Give me one moment. One moment, folks. All right, I had to let my boy Anthony know. 500 bat flips, 500 so far, no drops. You can check the video in the past, you'll see no drops. 500, boom. Still haven't dropped yet. I had to let my boy Ants know that I made the 500 marker. All right, here we go. 501, 502, 503, 504, 505, 506, 507, 508, 509, 510, 511, 512, 513, 514, 515, 516, 517, 518, 519, 520, 521, 522, 523, 524, 525, 526, 527, 528, 529, 530, 531, 532, 533, 534, 535, 536, 537, 538, 539, 540. 540 right now and counting. See if Ants gave me a response. All right, 540. 540. 541. 542. 543. 544. 545. 546. 547. 548. 549. 550. 551. 552. 553. 554. 555. 556, 557, 558, 559, 560, 561, 562, 563, 564, 565, 556, 557, 558, 559, 560, 561, 562, 563, 564, 565, 566, 567, 568, 569, 570, 571, 572, 573, 574, 76, 77, 81, 582, 583, 584, 585, 586, 587, 588, 589, 590. 590 and counting. $591, $592, $593, $594, $595, $596, $597, $598, $599, $600. 600. I gotta let Ants know, dude. We're at 600 right now, folks. Holy shit. Not one fucking drop. Not one bad drop. 600 successful flips in a row. Can I get to 1,000? I don't know. We shall see. I've already broken my record. You guys' witness history, so. My original record was like 373. I'm now at 600, so. Oh. 601, 602, 603, 604, 605, 606, 607, 608, 609, 610, 611, 612, 613, 614, 615, 616. 617, 618, 619, 620, 621, 622, 623, 624, 625, 626, 627, 628, 629, 630, 631, 632. 633. Dude. I almost dropped that. It was that close, but I still caught it. Still flew. 633. We're at 633 right now. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 634. 635. 636. 637. 638. 639. 640. 641. 642. 643, 644, 645, 646, 647, 648, 649, 650. We are rocking 6 motherfucking 50. I gotta tell you. Six flipping 50. Holy crap, man. Oh. All right, here we go. 650. Can we keep? Can I? I mean, I already broke my record. I'm at 650. My original record was 673. So I'm at 650 now. Here we go. 651, 652, 653, 654, 655, 656, 657, 658, 659, 660, 661, 662, 663, 664, 665, 666, 667, 668, 669, 670, 671, 672, 673, 674, 675, 676, 677, 678, 679, 680. We're at 680 right now. 680. We're almost at 700. 680. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. 681, 682, 683, 684, 685, 686, 687, 688, 689, 690, 691, 692, 693, 694, 695, 696, 697, 698, 699, 700, 700 bat flips, no errors so far. We're still going. 700. All right, so we're at 700. 700 fucking bat flips. Holy fucking shit. Can I keep going? Can I keep going? 700 bat flips, let's roll. So, haven't dropped it yet. We're at 700 and counting. We'll see what the final result is. But this is incredible, man. I'm shocked. It's a plastic bat, obviously. It's not a real bat, but it's still cool though. Still fun. Anyway, let's roll. $701, $702, $703, $704, $705, $706, $707, $708, $709, $710, $711, $712, $713, $714, $715, $716, $717, $718, $719, $720, $721, $722, $723, $724, $725, $726, $727, $728, $729, $730, $731, $732, $733, $734, $735, $736, $737, $738, $739, $740, $741, $742, $743, $744, $745, $746, $747, $746. I did it. 746. Okay. I need a fucking second. 246. 746. Let me get that. Oh. All right, that was the grand total. 746 bat flips. That took a bit of time. I am a little winded. That was intense. That was actually more intense than I expected it to be. Doing 746 of this plastic bat's a lot tougher than you think because it's so bouncy. Once it bounces off, it's like... But yeah, I still can't believe it right now, man. 746. I did it, folks. I did it. Oh my goodness. That was extremely difficult. That was so difficult. Oh man. To do that many in a row, I don't think you guys realize, like, you could say, oh, 746 bat flips in a row. That's easy. It is not. With this, it's actually a lot tougher than you realize. The fact that I don't know, if there's a record for bat flips, at least with plastic bats, I feel like I broke it. I feel like I broke the record. But yeah, pretty cool. I'm a stud, dude. I'm the man. I'm the fucking man. Let's see. So yeah, overall, I think I think overall we're on the right path. I did the right thing. I'm at 740 motherfucking 746 fucking bat flips, by the way. Pretty intense right there. Boom. Can you handle it? I don't think you can. 746. Oh man. That was actually like legitimately exhausting. I didn't think that just flipping a plastic bat for as many times as I did would be as exhausting as it was. And shockingly, it was exhausting. Shockingly. But very fun. Very fun. Try to put my camera here. Oh, there we go. That works. That was a good game. Holy crap. I did it, folks. I did it. The only question you got to ask is, did he do it? I don't know. Fuck, that was actually kind of exhausting. I didn't realize how exhausting that would be, but that was pretty fun overall. Holy shit! I broke my own record. Technically, that was I doubled my record, if anything. Let's see. Let me think about that real quick. So 372. So 376 times 2. Make sure you got this right. 12. 3. Oh my god. Oh wait, 70. Hold on. 14. 15. Then 1. Yeah, no, yeah, 752. I actually I doubled my record. I straight up doubled the record. Holy fuck. I'm feeling good about this. I'm feeling straight up good about this. And so we got one person who thinks Florida's gonna win. That's gonna be an interesting thing. I still think Duke is the better team. I think Duke is gonna take it all in this tournament. It's exciting. All right, let's see how many viewers we got on the Mussy. We got a lot of Mussy subscribers, dude. Hell yeah. I will admit, this is a weak-ass watch time right now you guys are giving me. It's weak. It's not worthy of my Mussy. I would take off my shirt. I don't want to degrade myself. Okay, so I think I've been on long enough. Showed my bat flipping skills to the world. And yeah, I am more than satisfied with that. I broke the record. And anybody who wants to replay that video, you should go for it. Because you will see that I annihilated whatever record I held. I more than doubled my original record, and I'm quite proud of it. So I'm in a range that's going to be tough to beat. I think Tyler or Ants could possibly beat it, but that took more effort than I care to admit. Like straight up 7. So Nathan Walker, this is not going to interest you in any way, but I got 700. How much was it? I told Ants, so I wanted to record it, so I sent him the amount. 746. Oh, actually, wait a minute. I take that back. I did not double. 752 would have been double my record, my original record. So I did not double at all. But what I did, though, intelligently enough, is I what the fuck did I do? I basically oop, shit. I came close to doubling it though, but I broke my record. Feeling good about that on the bat flips. The bat flip record is still mine so far, and it's the plastic bat flip record. And I did 746 to be exact. So I'm feeling pretty good about myself. Feeling a little egotistical. We got a couple votes in the polls, and one person says Duke has the best chance of winning. And then another person says Florida, so it's a 50-50 split. This tournament's interesting, man. I can't wait to see the final result. I do love college basketball because it's only one game to prove yourself. And then the next game to prove yourself, and that's just one game. Then it's not like a 7-game series like the NBA. As much as I love the NBA playoffs, sometimes a 7-game series can be exhausting. I mean, if it's back and forth, it is kind of fun to watch, but I will admit the one thing I love about college basketball tournaments like the NCAA playoffs is just one game. If you lose, you're out of the tournament. Boom, you're done. If you win, you move on. And, yeah, you win until you lose, or you win until you don't lose. You win until you get that chip, or you lose, one or the other. But it's pretty cool, though. It's very fun to watch those games. I watched the Maryland versus, which one was it? Maryland versus Florida. Jesus, freaking goldfish memory right now. But that was a good game. That was seriously a good game. Holy shit. But, yeah, anyway, I'm a little bit tired. I'm going to probably round it up a little bit, read a little more books, be smart, be intelligent, try to figure out my shit, try to program a little bit better. I got to program with my mussy, not my bussy. All right, you guys. Hey, who here thinks I should do a sleeping stream where I live stream myself actually sleeping? Would anybody actually watch that? That'd be funny if anybody wants to. All right, Nathan Walker says, good night, sweet prince. Thank you, Mr. Nathan Walker. I appreciate you, G-Dog. All right, well, I'll catch you all later, and I'm going to relax as best as I can. Try not to fap, everybody. You gotta stop fapping. Are you fapping? All right, I'll catch you all later. I'm going to relax for a bit. Peace.